Just a moment, I will go ahead and start the stream. I'm just making sure I get all the little small stuff and the game booted up. Destiny 2 has a unique way of starting. This, open this up real quick. Once I can get all the noise out of the way, then we'll start. Perfect. We could just do that. Perfect. Alright, everybody, welcome to today's stream. We're going to go ahead and continue this race where we try to get both episodes Revenant and Echoes done. I am going to be playing as the Hunter this time around. We're not playing... I think I actually did this on my Hunter, so... What am I saying, guys? we're going to hop right on in. Let me just go ahead and switch it over now. I just have to make sure that this game wants to start. Anyone who's ever played this game knows one thing is that Destiny is known to have interesting moments. Mainly being on whether or not it actually wants to work. Once we can get the game up and running, then I will definitely switch it over. But I hope you guys are having a good day so far. And I hope everything is going well for you guys. Ooh, he's playing Monster Hunter World. Okay. Ooh. I'm watching on Task Manager, guys, right now. Destiny 2. And I'm seeing that it's like, it's just doing this. I just see it, and then I'm watching it jump around as the Battle Line launcher now shows up. Like, alright, cool, I guess. Interesting how a service actually runs when the game is not. There we go. We're getting the game. I'm getting the game started. Look at that. Oh, Bungie, you gotta fix that. Please fix it. Alright. Let's do this, do this. Alright, let's go ahead and hopefully we can not have everything show up the way. This game, man, is always so very unique. Keyboard. There you are. Okay. I enjoy this experience with Destiny 2. Fun fact, if you've ever played with me during this game's lifetime, you probably will have heard one thing said. If you've ever done any raids with me, is that the hardest raid boss that this game can ever throw at you is Bungie servers. Bungie servers are literally like the de facto hardest boss in this game. And I think for good reason. This game, man. Oh, okay. I'm surprised about this. Actually hopping into the game. Alright, let me get this little bug here out of the way. Let's see, task view. Can we just remove the I don't know, everything? Let me see here. Let's see. Video. That's why. Okay. Yep. Can we actually... Oh boy, I forgot about this. Bungo, fix this! When I want to go full screen, you automatically point to one of the other monitors. Oh man, I love it. Oh wait, do we actually have full screen here? Nope, instead we lose display with this game. I'm sorry. What? Ah. Oh, okay. Alright, I swear guys, I've done this more than once. Bungie, I'm just blaming Bungie for this one. Because this honestly is a Bungie thing, in my opinion. Ah, okay. Alright, we got full screen. I would love to have borderless. Can we get borderless, please? I would love to have everything covered. Of course we don't. No, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. Let me go ahead and switch it over then, so that way I can have you guys watch. Put that here. I swear, man, this game is never easy. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So that's fine, I guess. We'll just Alt-Tab. No shot. Okay. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I think Bungie really does need to fix this, because this is actually ridiculous on how it handles this. Every time I try to go full screen in this game, it always loses display, and then it comes back. Full screen in this game, I think, is pretty bad. But windowed full screen is kind of weird too. But it's interesting because each game has its own implementation of full screen. Each game has its own implementation of full screen and how that works. For some people, it works pretty well. For others, it doesn't. It seems like for me, anytime I try to play this game in anything other than native full screen, it just whacks out on me and then completely is like, you lose display here, you're not allowed to do this, and I'm like, cool. And then by the time it catches up, I don't really have any time. There we go. Alright. Time to switch it, guys. We're gonna actually get rid of that too. Actually, you know what? No, we're not getting rid of that. We're gonna have some music. Why not? Alright, so let's do this. Let's lower this down a little bit. And music volume, we'll just yeet this to oblivion. And boom. Alright. So welcome, guys. Welcome everyone to the stream. Basically, I'm just going to be working on my dude. I do believe, let me check this real quick, just to make sure that Twitch is actually caught up. Perfect, it's caught up. Alright, sweet. Alright, so basically what the goal is here is to keep going with the campaign. We are going to continue, but I'm going to be working on this build at the same time. as it stands, you guys can see here, I did this on, well, this past Sunday, yesterday, and pretty much spent some time creating this after playing some Monster Hunter Wilds, and I'm trying to see what we can do here to essentially have some, should I say, unlimited uptime, or at least close to it. So the aspect is kind of left as such, because honestly I think that this is where it's at. But yeah. So we're gonna do this for orb generation. We're doing this for stasis shards. The goal here is to try to get stasis shards essentially. And then of course we do want our grenades back, because that creates crystals, which can create shards. And it gets our grenade back. But we're not gonna have an emphasis on grenades. We're gonna have more of an emphasis on melee. Nice try, Arm. Alright. So, and we're also going to have an emphasis on, I guess, frost armor, because I found out yesterday that frost armor is created from collecting shards from Grim Harvest. So, actually, yeah, last night, pretty much created this. This is my second triple 100 build. I don't usually make triple 100s anymore. My very first one with Arc Warlock with Geomags, so that was really cool. But yeah, so here is the current setup here that we have. We're just going to use the mouse for this. So this is the setup we have for the subclass. This is what we're currently rocking with helmets. So we're really putting an emphasis here on wisdom, so that way we can get that super up quicker, since we are dealing with 30 due to one of our fragments or aspects. Yeah, we're having an emphasis on bringing our melee and our class ability back. We have Absolution just for the grenade regeneration, just to have a little bit, but to double down. And then Reapers obviously for guaranteed orb generation. So yeah, that's basically what we have. This really doesn't matter too much. It's just made for resistances, so I went with generic melee and concussive, just to kind of cover all bases, minus AoE of course, because we shouldn't really need to rely on that too much. And then our other form of orb generation is going to be through heavy-handed, so there is that as well. It really doesn't matter if you have this at 100. Honestly, everyone typically says you should have this at 100 at least. But with the new system and how this is going to come out, this really doesn't make much of a difference. I'm just going to let you guys know now. Once the new system comes in, you're going to see how it doesn't make a difference. Because they're going to basically take from the old Destiny and kind of, I guess, refresh it here. We are experimenting with Vergla's Curve and Wicked Implement. I could go get Agra's Scepter, but that would be far too easy in my opinion. Because obviously Agra's Scepter specializes in freezing everything, so I want to try different things. Let's go ahead and try them. Try we shall. Alright, first things first, which quest should we actually start? So this is 18 out of 25, 3 out of 17. I think I know exactly what we're going to be doing. Oh, this is the exotic mission. Oh no, we gotta complete the exotic mission. I actually haven't done that on this character. I love it though, actually. This is one of the actual few exotic missions I do like. So this I could actually make use of. Maybe I can make use of actually is the real thing here. Let's just go ahead and do this one. So Radiolaria samples. Okay. So, let's go find Radiolaria samples. Yep, so Cistern it is. Let's go. If you guys see the subscription goal, that's basically what we're currently sitting at right now. If you guys do want to, for any reason, you don't have to, but if you guys want to support me either through Prime subs, subbing yourself, or gifted subs, you can very well do that. If you don't want to sub and you want to gift a donation another way, then on my Twitch channel I do have a donation section where you can do that. But you don't have to, it's completely up to you. If you guys want to sit here just to vibe and enjoy the time, then hey, I like a good time as well. cheat this, by the way, guys. We can actually do that with this. There we go. Makes us so much easier. This used to be a thing where you had to use your Sparrow, or as I love to call it, Speeder, to get past this point. Oh, there it was. Technically already got that one. There's the other one. And there's the other one. Sweet. Man, right off the bat. Yep, easy enough. Just, you know, I would love to be able to Alright, you know what, that's fine. Play hardball? Alright, these guys don't play hardball, that's fine by me. Yep, take that. Dang, look at that. Okay, so we got 3 orbs already, and 3 of those shards. Actually, pretty good. We're gonna just do this real quick. We're just gonna come up here. Okay, this guy is really annoying. There, solves that problem. Okay. Should be okay. Boom. Sweet. Mother America. And we have another one up there. Sweet. And I got robbed of my jump. I love that. Can't get robbed of my jump as a warlock. I'll just get robbed on the way down. Sweet. Alright. It says to go down there, but I don't really need to. Although it does help. Really? Guys are just infinitely spawn? Oh, no, that's why. Maybe it is a spot hunt. Yes, there is. Can you please? Hey, there we go. Alright, locate the next site to extract the samples from. Oh, fun. From the Watcher's Grave. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Okay, cool. Whipped cream. It's so weird how that is just something that I could actually have and just be like, you know what, I'm satisfied with this. And to me, if I freeze, that was actually cool. To me, if I freeze whipped cream, then it's pretty much ice cream to me. Don't ask me how I think that. It just feels like ice cream to me at that point. I know, like, my mother, she always freezes whipped cream. And I think to myself, like, this actually, I'll just eat this right out of the bin. Screw this. Really? I was gonna say, like, what's going on right here? Let's just back this up. Interesting how that happens. Let's consume these, because technically we are kind of doing that. There we go. Believe it or not, not, guys, I'm actually going to be. I'm considering on doing a stream this coming Thursday, mainly because I actually have someone who is considered to be like a newly wedded couple. They actually do play this game, and for what it's worth, they love the game. So they've kind of considered me as their Sherpa. And I'm like, cool. Yep, enjoy your time frozen. But yeah, so I'm actually guiding them through the Witch Queen campaign on the legendary difficulty. Fun fact, if you didn't know about that, Witch Queen was the first expansion in Destiny 2 to implement that. So basically, we're actually going ahead and essentially guiding them through that. They recently, I just helped them beat the 3rd level in the Witch Queen campaign, which by the community, I guess, who's played it, has considered that as the hardest level. And cool, I don't know how I got damaged that way, but that's cool. But yeah, like they considered it as like the hardest level in the campaign, but once you can overcome it, then everything else actually becomes a lot easier. I kid you not, it almost doesn't really feel like it's legendary difficulty. Don't get me wrong, there are levels that clearly are indicative of that difficulty level, but it's definitely not as hard in that sense, not as challenging as the 3rd level, which is weird. It's weird how Bungie decided to do that, where they basically just took it and said, alright, cool, so this is how this is going to work. Alright, so we're going to go over here. Ooh, get that, man. Get that. I missed. I mean, not gonna lie, guys, I consider that headshot. That's a heart shot, man. Shot through the heart, man. Okay, that was a vital organ. I'm pretty sure I shot an artery or that fallen stomach. Something. I did something. But dang, man, that's rough. Says I need to bring my surfboard here. Of course, a lot of the stuff that I talk about pretty much common knowledge to those who have been in this space for a while, or any amount of time that I've been in it. So I pretty much have played these types of games, especially this. I guess the duo games. It's not a series of games, because it's literally just Destiny 1 and 2. But, like, I've played both of these games. Played it since Destiny 1. Since the days of Destiny 1, I should say. There you go, you need to stop now. Oh, I see how this is. Here, take that. Oh, that's easy. Let's go. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish you off. I want to finish you off in style. Okay, fine. That was the exception. Didn't get it. Yeah, actually, yes. There we go. Come on, dude. Yes. All right, let's move it. Let's move. Okay. Yeah. All Alright, we're doing it now. Come on. Wow, we're actually like collecting all of the Radiolaria things without actually losing progress towards it. Usually I'd be losing progress like crazy right now trying to get this because every hit they give you, you're just basically having a bad time. It's not important clearly because I decided to skip your call, Cyrus. Interesting. Oh man. I will admit though, this game is pretty fun on good days. Hey, what's going on, Shelly? I am doing good. How about you? Okay, there we go. Now I gotta actually get my monitor doesn't want to work now. Cool. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, man. We're gonna still blast through this. We're blasting through the story mode right now. One of them, at least. There's so many stories. I want to say. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll delete one of these characters and then we'll basically run through the entirety of the game from beginning to this point. I would love to do that one day. Respect, Frog. Frog. And look at that, guys. We've just skipped all the dialogue. Or at least until it decides to work again. Who would have known, guys? Talking to a frog or petting a frog causes everything to be great. Yep, he really looked like he's deep in thought. You okay there, bud? Can I interact with you now? Just disappear. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Anna? Anna Schneider, how you doing? How are you doing? I basically I was petting a frog, and the dialogue that was going on was so riveting that it decided to stop. It just the audio went away. It was like, all right, cool. I guess the frog is more important than this story progressing dialogue. I'll just shut up now. We got everything except for this, so we need to actually get this. I do not remember how to get that, and I think that has something to do with this as well. But, you know, it is what it is. Ooh, yes, we do need to get this done. Dang it, we also need to get some more heavy weapons. That's fine, we don't need that. Woo! Alright, so we got another thing we can craft. I mean, at least unlocking everything is what matters to me. Like, if I can at least have access to it, that's it. If I can craft it at any point in time. So the only two I need left will be these two. But I have to wait until next week, I think, to get both of those to be available again. Requires Act 3 engram focusing upgrade. Oh, so we don't even have that, dude. Hey, that's true. Dang, so this is what I need then. So then where do I go to find this? Oh, guys, you'll love this. My confusion continues to amaze me, by the way, about my own body. Granted, it's not like that whole like self-discovery stuff. No, nothing like that. For as long as I have been around, as long as I've been alive in my own body, that is, that I have always had a good inclination as to what was wrong with my body. If it's under the weather, I kind of get an idea what's wrong, I fix it. You guys, for the most part, have somewhat been informed that my ankles tend to flare up and not flare up. The funny part about this is, the one that tends to be the problem child was, or is, I should still say, my right ankle. I have no idea why, and I'll tell you right now, yesterday, as I mentioned, they both were deflated. They're both back to normal. This morning when I go to wake up, they're both fine. Perfectly fine. I'm like, I hate my body right now. It just never gives me a clear signal. And today, I'm sitting right now, streaming for you guys, and it's fine. I can feel both of them, and I'm like, dude, what is wrong with this? What's wrong with this picture? I'm a crazy man. And granted, I have some proof to show. My doctor does know it. The problem is, like, hey, just make sure you let me know if it seems to be off. I'm like, great, so I guess I'll be waiting a little bit longer. But I think I have an idea of what's going on here because something that I tend to do a lot is stay up a lot. And I don't know, maybe you can blame that on me for being used to something like this, but I've had it to where I'm used to staying up for a long time. Usually after I'm done streaming, I will stay up all the way until like 4 or 5 in the morning, then go to sleep. And that technically all started back in, what is it?
Thank you for looking into this I left Osiris.
It all started back in 2017 when I started with Amazon. Actually, no, 2018. Correction, 2018 when I started at my full-time position with Amazon. I got the job as being what they call an IT equipment coordinator. If any of you guys have anyone who has military background, it's pretty much similar to supplies, basically. Keep track of the inventory. If anybody wants to borrow something, you make sure they sign out on something, and they have to return it back, so on and so forth. And then, of course, replace things as they go, as they break. But when I first got that position, it was a night shift position, and I was like, crap, I've never worked night shift except for like Disney, because I worked at Disney Quest. I loved the place back in 2012, 2013. I loved it. And the unfortunate part is they're no longer around, so if you guys wanted to, you're no longer able to really enjoy it. But I can tell you right now, from what I remember, it was really nice. Okay. Let's start this loop. Oh, dude, yes. Alright. Alright, we're gonna change you. Change this. Ooh, let's go. Dang it, man. No matter what, I still end up buying a resolution. But yeah, like, I had started there, and I mean, the Disney Quest thing, that was like a part-time gig. And it was cool while it lasted. I got the chance to do like things that I loved. Of course, who didn't want to work in a place that was essentially an indoor theme park with an arcade basically built in it? Can I aim, please? Okay, I'm just gonna run here. But yeah, like, who didn't want to work for an indoor arcade that had a theme park? There we go. So yeah, that's essentially what happened. Where are you Cyclops popping in from? Bro, I didn't even see you there. There's no way that you must have spawned. I refused. A tinfoil hat is on. I refuse to believe you were always there. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna make an opportunity here. Take this advantage. Take this opportunity to take you out. Perfect. There we go, perfect. So yeah, like, that was only part-time, so it was for a little bit, and typically my hours they would end would be like 11:30 at night. So I was like, okay, that's fair. And honestly, it did okay. Like it was a pretty cool little gig. Oh my gosh, this thing is getting hard. Wait. Where did you bro? Where is everyone coming from? There's no way. Am I gonna have to go like arc on this? Please don't tell me I'm gonna. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, stacked on each other. Destiny in a nutshell. There. Do that. This. Grab that. Get that. Get my frost armor stack. There we go. Oh, we gotta reload, of course. Of course, you know, why not? I do need to change that. Maybe I can have an auto-loading booster or something. Okay, we'll do that. Specifically search for just these guys. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, what? Dude, what is this? But yeah, like, I worked in Disney Quest. I really enjoyed it. And honestly, if they were still around, I would probably still be working with them. Or I guess for them or whatever. That would be my place of employment. And unfortunately, they didn't last very long. I will say they're the longest known failure of a company to be around. Okay, I can't even craft here. There we go. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. There we go. Perfect. Boom, there we go. There it is. Yep, who needs grenades now? Yep, who needs the grenades now? There we go. Nice try there. Yep, alright, cool. But yeah, like, they went away, so I was like, alright, cool. I was in martial arts as well. I did that as a gig for a bit. And that was actually really cool. I enjoyed that for a couple years. Unfortunately, that business no longer is around due to the, let's just say due to the owner's parents hemorrhaging funds to support it. And honestly, if you ever run a business, you should never be hemorrhaging funds from something else in order to make it work. Plus, there were some other things that happened in between that kind of, I guess, dampened the reputation. But the person was able to recover from that. And I don't want to go too much into that, just because, honestly, she did do her best, and she has recovered from that. But yeah, I mean, it was a thing. But the hemorrhaging of funds was something that honestly did happen, that kind of done the business in, so to speak. And I was like, all right, well, this was something I really loved too, but unfortunately can't even do this too. And it was actually my first position that I became a manager in, if you must know. My first managerial job. There we go. Make this easy on myself. We're not gonna waste anything. Come on out. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Come on out. Yep. Boom. So good. That was so good. But yeah, and then eventually I came around to Amazon, and I have been there since. It has been very frustrating being there. My boss is trying to help me, but I've mentally checked out of that business, that corporation, for let's just say for a while now. Like I no longer have the drive to really work there anymore. He kind of knows that, but he still wants to try to keep me. I'm like, you know what? I'll give you credit, and if you're gonna at least try, then that's something that I'll try if you try. But I don't know. Like it was something that I'm not really fully invested in at this point. And I'm hoping. After this, I definitely will be looking for another place to work for. That's what I'm kind of hoping, at least. You know how it is for some of you guys. Like, hey, if one place doesn't work, you just pretty much leave it and go from there. Alright, so I'm going to just do this now because these wyverns are very annoying. I'm just going to do that because this is so much easier to control. Actually, I did this mission with an Arc Warlock, and it was easy to do it with an Arc Warlock, but at the same time, it was not easy. Because there were moments where I just couldn't really get anywhere. There we go. Make that easy on myself. Let's just build this up. Dang. And we're proccing that, right now, we're actually proccing this Font of Wisdom. This Font of Wisdom right now, we're at tier 6. We don't see it here, but you can see it through the actual super regeneration. So if you look at the bar at the bottom, you're going to see how quickly it refills. That's when we know if something like the font mod is actually working. Alright, make this easier here. Start building this up. Dude, that's some BS, bro. This enemy got frozen, and he was like, ha, joke's on you. I'll still push my attack through, even though I'm frozen. But yeah. That's fair. We'll use this rally too. By the way, guys, when you're doing campaigns like this story mode, rally points are free. I thought they were not, because I think at some point they were not. That could just be me imagining that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. There we go. Easy enough. All right, let's make this work. Yep, waiting for you to come out. Oh yeah. That's right. Let's go. Alright, so let's go ahead and upload this. Actually, believe it or not, after this portion, it's going to be easy. Just kind of like skating through the rest. XR is going to be easy for these guys. Do that. Don't, Mr. President of X. It's going to die anyways. Alright. Got our super ready to go. Let's do it. Charges. As long as we got armor charges, by the way, guys, this is where our super will be increasing. There we go. We'll just do that. Make this easier for us. I think that's how we're gonna do it too. We'll just use our super or heavy for this, for the big boys. Got 3, huh? That's actually really cool. Funny thing about this weapon is that I actually didn't even know how to use this weapon at first. I'm like, what's the whole point of this weapon? I think it's stupid. But once I actually got an idea how this is used, that's where things just started clicking. I was like, dude, okay, this makes perfect sense. I love this weapon. Can I move, please? Oh, let's go, dude. Okay, that was really dicey. That was a pretty dicey situation there. Alright, let's finish that up and we'll move on to the next. And honestly, if we do have something else that really can grant us stuff like that, like the combo it has here, I'm all for it, man. Get rid of that. We're just going to do this because it's actually a lot easier just to use the BXR. There we go. Yep, let's get those procs going. There we go. Plus, we can always pick up those ammo crates later. Nice, nice. All right. Nice. Nice. I don't know why. You know what? I don't know why I thought that was gonna actually work. Okay. Super easy there. That's super easy. And look at that, guys. We're done. We're done with this portion. Just kidding. We're not done. There's still the boss here. Here, have that, guys. Easy shatters. Okay, get rid of you. Beautiful. I'm just gonna hide here because this guy does hit pretty hard, and it would suck if we had to lose everything because of him. We do need to do damage to him. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, can't hit him from here. Gotcha. Gotcha. You know what? That's fine. We'll do this. No, we'll play tactfully. Yep, fine by me. You can die. Thanks for that. Oh, that's cool. I love how that hit, by the way, guys. They hit splendid hits right here. Woo! That's another one. Where's the third one? Oh, dude, that was super lucky. Yeah, you're done, dude. That was a close one. Okay, can I please hide behind something? Thank you. Oh, I forgot, you still teleport. there we go. Let's go. Dang, dude. That was nice. I'm not gonna lie, that felt really good. That felt really good to get that one shot off. Whew. One of them got hit, or two of them got hit by it. How about that, guys? I was just ripping something. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, did this dialogue die again? Ah. Can't do this here.
Who's he talking to?
I don't know. I can figure that one out.
Come on, big guy. Snap out of it. Cyrus is waiting.
Yes, your boyfriend is waiting. Everyone's had their like Fallout Boy moment. It's okay. You just have a very strange way of showing yours. Cool. All right. 23 out of 25. Okay, so this is actually going to complete this particular one. Oh no, it's Act 3. Where's our Act 2? Dude, Act 2 is just not here. Why not? Well, let's finish it. Let's finish it, 'cause we're already at the end of that. That'd actually be pretty crazy though. You see that we're actually almost done with the first act. Even more impressive that the background music didn't play a role in that entire interaction. It was just weird. I'm surprised as fluffy as this looks to me, but it somehow still manages to carry the whole movie. That is it. Oh, hello. I forgot. We're touching a frog. Did this work? It worked! Yes, it worked! Oh my gosh, dude. We just shut them up. Oh, hey. Don't look at me like that. Jeez, you're making me feel bad now. Kind of. Dude, that's messed up. Touch a frog, guys, and the dialogue will stop. Why? I think they took that one personal too. Like right after I said that the first time, they're like, "Jeez, man. Okay." He's got sun bracers on. He's got his outfit on. He's got the helm of Saint 14 on. Ikora just has Ikora stuff on. There is no such thing as Ikora stuff, by the way, guys. She just has whatever she has on. And you have the two lovers, man and machine. Finally make up. They don't make out, they make up. It's kind of weird to me, the idea. you can really tell they're probably deep in conversation with all the movement that they're doing. You just never know what they're actually saying. Gotta love how like priority in games like this, priority is a weird thing. Let's see, do you actually have any other stuff here other than this? Guardian Rises, by the way, guys, is pretty much the very first quest that you get nowadays. Open the secret chest in the exotic mission Encore and complete the exotic mission Encore expert. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Complete any Rite of the Nine dungeons. Yeah, I don't know about that either. Technically, I already have that, and I still need to get a group for that. Cool. Oh look, it's all three of them now. They're all together. Oh, okay then. Guys, I swear to you, it is riveting just as to what conversation they're having. It's just so intense that we're just not able to hear it. Because now they've moved to telepathic conversations. So they're just using their mind just to talk with each other. And clearly their hands. Let me give you the short story about this. Osiris it's an old warlock. He's a solar warlock. I guess old in this case because he survived a lot of stuff. He no longer has a ghost, so he's kind of butthurt about everything. He doesn't want to take the calculated risks anymore like he used to take. And Saint 14 happens to be his lover. It was not revealed until later on, much later on, that was the case. And basically he was trying to affirm to him that he still loves him. But after the conductor probed his mind and, you know, unauthorized entry and all took place, let's just say it was a little different. It was jarring for our Saint 14. Ooh, we can get something from her once we get enough. Alright, so let's look at the quest, because this should be the last quest in this lineup. Just kidding. Clearly not. But there is a quest line that we need to do to complete the story. I just don't see it here. If you guys want to do this, by the way, you just have to go to the helm and pick up this Hunter's Journal, and you'll be able to basically play this over. Yo, what's up, Mia? How's it going? Eating? You know, I've been doing a little bit of that myself here. I guess we finished. Did we? I guess we finished it. We must have finished that quest, because honestly, there's one more quest that comes with that. And that's basically the whole, like, go after the final boss, go to the dead body. Because what they didn't show you guys is that after we retrieve Saint 14, the next mission is to go to Saint 14's original dead body in the Infinite Forest. And that actually gives you, I guess, a little bit of a gist into what the Infinite Forest was from the first expansion that this game had, the Curse of Osiris. And the first seasonal, I guess, content, Curse of Osiris. And basically that was a whole bunch of back and forth with Saint 14 where you go in, beat some Vex up, come back out. According to the story though, basically he's right now a bit distraught. Everyone wants to kind of reassure him that he's still very real, he's still very much himself, and he's still very much in love with Osiris. I can't say that with a straight face, it's so dumb. The storyline here is stupid in my opinion. But I digress. Basically, he's like, I don't know about this. And Osiris is like, but I love you, man. You know, we've been through a lot together. You went through the Infinite Forest. You know, maybe we can use something that can help us out. Maybe you learn something. He's like, I don't want to talk about this. I just don't know, man. I don't know what to think anymore. I question everything. And leaves. I'm like, yeah, I'd feel bad too. Like, regardless, I'd still feel bad. Because that is hard to go through. Wait, I still have this quest? I thought I got rid of this stupid quest. This quest is a cheat, man. This quest literally cheats, I will tell you that. The Corrupted is a quest line that you get it's a mission you have to complete. It's a pretty hard mission if you're like just new to the game. But it cheats because this quest line requires you to do various things. This particular one, I believe, is the one where you have to go after one of the Guardians, one of the Drifters' people's killer. So there's someone who's killed a lot of the Drifters' contacts. So you have to kind of do some investigative work to figure out who is doing all this. And there was a thief that stole something from the Drifter. And you find out that as time goes on, that you end up getting an exotic hand cannon called Malfeasance. Malfeasance, by no means, is a bad gun. It's a really good gun. And it's a Taken style weapon. But I did this back when, what was it? Something Beyond. Whatever. I did it when we had a Light Beyond expansion. First time coming to us. So I was like, let me try this now. Maybe with the new spaces power, we'll have everything. It's great. I go through this. I legitimately pushed the boss. I think from this particular mission, I pushed this boss off twice. Legitimately beat the boss by pushing him off the arena. Which, by the way, the game will do everything in its power to not let you do. But because when you freeze a target, the target will slide a little bit if they're up in the air. Like, they will land and slide a little bit. And if you shatter them, it kicks them back a little bit. I did this. And it pushed the boss off twice, and the game brought it back. Both times. I went down, and it was like, oh, game over for you. And I'm like, fucking bullshit. This game, I quit. I quit this mission. I'm never doing it again. Because that was BS. I should have had the victory on this. We should have been on our way. That mission pissed me off so much that this is my first rage quit in this game with a mission. I've never rage quitted on a mission before. This is the first one because the game legitimately prevented a boss from dying by otherwise normal means for us. So if you hear me say that stuff is BS, with this game specifically, I do know what BS is in this game. You could say I've know a thing or two about it. Alright, but either way, I cannot believe that they didn't let us finish. Let's see here. We realize... No way, it really is just not here. Huh. Okay. Oh, we go to Kel's Fall. We're gonna continue that quest line. I'm surprised that this actually doesn't give us the ending. Guess while we're waiting, I'll just go ahead and munch some more on this. It'll probably be my only dessert for the rest of the day. I will say though, I can't iterate it enough. This exotic quest, honestly, other than the Whisper of the Worm one, is in my opinion, I love this quest. This actually looks pretty cool. Oh no, ooh, oh, hey. Open. Blaze? That looks... Ooh, I actually like the pink on this. This pink looks great. Not gonna lie, if there's anything about games like this, it's definitely like what you can do. It's the customization. Alright, we're gonna actually get rid of that because I think I can craft that. I'm never going to be able to enjoy a weapon like I enjoy this Grid Skipper, by the way, guys. This Grid Skipper is freaking awesome. Alright, I may need to switch this out with something else, too. This heavy weapon, at least. This Verglas curve, guys, like, I'll tell you this. I tried this out on my Warlock. I was so confused about how it worked originally. try. That's see, that's not fair. I actually liked when you can just like menu fire. Yeah, that's the term I'm using. Menu fire or menu shoot. That was something you can actually do in this game. Alright, so let's move on forward. I could get like an eager edge sword and zip through here, kind of. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. I'm just gonna zip my way out of here. That frost armor does help quite a bit. Not gonna lie, this actually does help. And it is doing a great job with that too. Okay, that's dumb. Yep, we just trigger everything. Jeez, man. You know what? Fine. Just do that. Do that. Perfect. Yep, perfect. Grab that. Alright, cool. Here we go. Just gonna make sure we cover our spots, our bases here. We want to make sure we get all those kills. Alright. Yep, let's just start triggering all of this. Nice try, bud. Perfect. Alright. Where is he? There we go. Oh, come on, dude. Don't you dare go invisible. That's dumb. Don't be invisible. Quit moving around, man. I can only shoot. Okay, you know what? Oh, okay. That's fair. Getting stuck as well is also fair. Nice. Here, hold that for me. There we go. Okay, let's just go ahead and just trigger all of those. Here, have that, guys. Bike. Thank you. I can't believe I missed that shot. Let's try that again. Oh, okay. He's immune now. That's cool. Screw this. Nice, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. There we go. Alright, you know, that's fine. We'll do this. Hey man, so painful to miss. Hey, you know what? It's fine, James. I mean, hey, look at this. If you want, you can definitely sub if you like. If you don't, then it's fine. There is always next time. So I'll say this: if you couldn't make it last Sunday to do it, that's fine. I'm not gonna force you guys to do it if you don't want to. Because honestly, that's not what I'm here to do. Because if that's what I'm here to do, then by all means, check me, man. That's something that I don't like to do. I'm surprised that I'm still alive. Whew. Oh, you were actually. Nope. Go away. Go away. Stranger danger. Woohoo! Nice. Nice try, sucker. work? Oh, that didn't work on my end. Something came up, so I had to... No, that's fine, man. If you had to go, you had to go, man. I'm okay with that. You know how many people I've actually been on stream and be like, hey, I just joined, I'm sorry for this, but I gotta get going, man. Something came up. Like, I've done that. Oh, did he just die? That's cool. Oh, yes. Dude, that was really cool. That was cool, I love that. Alright, this is actually going to be really challenging, I can see this already. Alright, you're doing better, that's what matters to me, man. Can I actually get you? Only 142. I wonder if there's a way you can like one-shot him. I may be wrong. Yes, one of his Starship Shanties. We should totally do that. I'm doing good. I'm doing better today, you know. Not as busy. I actually finished my cousin's computer, so I already told him how much it's gonna be, so he wants me to keep it until he can pay it off, which I'm okay with that. That's what we did last time. But yeah, I actually finished building his computer. Processor came in this past Sunday actually, and I was like, sweet, I hope this works, because if it doesn't, then I am just stumped. And it turned out that it worked. I popped it in there, computer turned on, I was like, yes, it turned on. And man, I will tell you this, there is no better feeling than to have something that actually just works, especially after all the work that you put into it. Let me show you guys what it looks like, because honestly right now I'm just doing some cable management, but yeah, let me show you what it looks like. Can I see? Pause. Dude, pause. Thank you. Oof. This game didn't want to pause, man. This game doesn't want to do a lot of things with me specifically. I feel targeted with this game, but it's okay. Now let's go to... get my mouse back. I was gonna say, I'm not allowed to use mouse, guys. Destiny's just taking basic privileges away. Yeah, let me do this. So you guys can actually see it. So basically what's happening here is that what you see here is my cousin's upgraded computer. He's got 850 watt power supply, gold rated. He's got an upgraded graphics card from what he had before. This is what he had before. I built him his very first desktop about a little over 10 years ago. It had corrosion on it. And the interesting thing about this is that anyone who has anyone who's actually dealt with corrosion in their life, whether it's cars or whatever, let's just say electronics are the same thing. They don't like water, and corrosion is a chemical reaction like rust is. The only difference is oxidation does not corrode, so to speak. There's usually some form of current or electricity that gets involved with that, which causes that to happen. But the cool thing is you can use electricity to actually rust something, to prematurely age, as I would call it, a vehicle. If you've ever ran into like patina or anything like that, it's usually something you can make. But yeah, this is my cousin's upgraded computer. He has a 7600 XT, so this is a huge far cry from like the 1650 or the 1660 that he had a long time ago. I'm actually going to keep that graphics card as well. I could use it for like smaller stuff and things like that. Oh, I see everyone's hopping in now. But yeah, so I just got the processor. I thought that his original processor, guys, which he had an 8700K, I had made sure that what I built for him was going to last him for over 10 years. Clearly it didn't last 10 years, but that's again because of that. So he has a 9700 KF in here, and an i7 9700 KF, so it's marginally better than the 8700K that he had. Plus, it's overclockable, and when I turn this computer on, it turns on pretty fast. It does everything it needs pretty fast. I'll be looking forward to it, Finn. I'm looking forward to it, as well as everyone else who will be coming on Sunday. I'm going to tell you this time around, guys, this coming Sunday, I don't know if I'm going to be doing Monster Hunter Wilds. I may actually play a different game, but we'll see what happens. But yep, you guys are getting the breakdown pretty much of my cousin's PC that I will be giving to him once I do all the cable management. But yeah, he has a much beefier tower style cooler. So if you ever look at air coolers, this is considered an air cooler. Just be quiet, because it has a fan. This is also considered as a passive cooler because if this fan dies, it's not the end of the world. This actually can just radiate heat upwards and you're good to go. But yeah. So this is pretty much what we have. We also have a RAM, DDR4 RAM that works at 4000 mega transfers. So it is an upgrade from the 3200 that he had, but the same capacity as 16 gigs. So 8x8. Or sorry, 8x2. 8x8 gigs. But yeah. And then of course he actually has a much better system, a much better case that everything's in. And my bed's a mess because, you know, I do most of my stuff either on the bed or on the desk that I'm streaming on. So yeah. My room is small, guys, so I try to make the best out of it. Right now I'm just mocking up the zip ties here, so that way I can get the back done. But yeah, pretty much that is what this is. And this also has some Wi-Fi. It has Wi-Fi as well. So I usually try not to get involved in network cards, but yeah, I'm in the middle of like managing this here, which I'm probably just gonna leave like this, just stuffed in. But yeah, once I can get the side panel, the back side panel, this right here, then we're good to go. Unfortunately, the motherboard I had before this was faulty. There was a short. I got it from Amazon. I actually can't believe that I ended up getting it from Amazon. I honestly thought they would have changed some things by now, but nope, clearly they didn't. So I was like, all right, cool. And I decided to make the executive choice to throw away the motherboard. So typically when you throw stuff away, you have to go ahead and recycle. Because electronics are recyclable only. You cannot just throw them away. Sunday is going to be lit. Oh yeah. I'm actually thinking about, like I said, I'm thinking about playing a different game. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Star Citizen, but I recently just got back into that game, and I'm gonna tell you now, there's been quite a few different things that has changed in that game that I'm actually quite shocked with. And of course, if any of you know the history of Star Citizen, it's been a very bumpy ride for I have to laugh at it because honestly, it's quite scary on like how long they've been a business and not have a product fully released. did you know that Rubber Space Industries, the company behind, the developing company behind... Oh yeah, hold on. This does require me to actually do some memorization. Let me see. You'll get to see how like I do this. This is the same every time, but I always forget this. Let me see. 2 sticks. So what am I going to call this? Because I call this a wheelchair. I call this a triangle. Apostrophe. Yeah, I'm gonna do the apostrophe, and then this is like an arrow. So let me see. Whatever this is, I forgot what I called this. I think one of these I called triangle. Oh, this was triangle. Okay, so pseudopie. So we'll call it pseudopie. Supie. I supie a wheelchair, which has triangles, curving from the right. So I supie wheelchair with triangles. Ah, crap, what was this one again? Oh man. I supie. Pseudopie. You gotta come up with stuff to help you memorize things. You gotta come up with stuff to help you memorize this crap, because like, honestly, who's come here and says, oh yeah, it's this, and goes back and be like, done, first try. If you do, bravo to you, because I don't have that kind of memory. I can't say that I have a memory of a goldfish, because fun fact, goldfish actually don't necessarily have the worst of memory. But the phrase does exist because they still do have somewhat bad memory. So just, not terrible. Let's see here. Maybe I'll just call this... Oh, I left. That's what it was. So this points this way, this points this way. Got it. So I left the wheelchair. Triangles. That makes no sense. What is this? To the right. Okay, so I left the wheelchair. With triangles. Maybe that's an apostrophe. I left the wheelchair's triangles with an apostrophe on the right, or to the right. Okay, I left the wheelchairs with apostrophes. Yeah, I left the wheelchairs triangles with an apostrophe to the right. Sure, that's gonna work, guys. I swear. I swear it's gonna work. All right. Yeah, I need to get on here. All right. So where is it? So first things first. Let's see. Left. Where is it? Wheelchair. Triangle. The wheelchair's triangle with an apostrophe to the right. Yes, it worked. Some stupid arbitrary thing actually works. Mind games, am I right? It's so good. Mind games are so good. Alright. There you go. Yeah, get in there. Alright. Ooh, hello. You know what I can tell you here is that you see these symbols throughout this mission. I've never actually tried to go back and input the floor symbols. I've always inputted the symbols on the wall. Never the floor symbols, because I don't know if they actually work. What I can tell you is that based off of the notes you're given on that organ, people have done stuff like Aha's Take On Me song and other songs something like that. Even I think I've seen someone on YouTube do, I want to say like Ocarina of Time's theme song on it. And I think to myself, this is so insane how you can do that. Ah! It's a crystal dimension. That's what that crap is. What? I mean, if it's a reflection, dude, this is freaking like rich. I'm gonna tell you that, man. Yep, you know what? We're just skipping everyone. Please, just let me skip, man. Bro, let me skip. Stop. Let me skip. Nope. You guys stay away. Stranger danger. Stranger danger. Back, I say. Back, foul demons. Stay away. Back. Okay, you know what? It's personal with you. Yeah, get wrecked. Believe it or not, when I first did this mission, that guy was super annoying. Like, the constant bombardment of these grenades just would not stop with these guys. Here, have that. There we go. It's finally pushed away. Okay. So the thing about this, if you look on there, it says Relag. It says Relag Roaround. Relag Roaround. I know it's great. It's a great name. But yeah, this is pretty much the mirror gallery. And basically what this means is that whatever you noticed that isn't lit up, so all the like plates or briars and whatnot, like anything that's not activated, you do need to activate them. I think both sides. So stuff that you noticed in one realm, you have to activate here in this one in order to progress. So if you notice here, it's empty here, but let me see. Is that a chest? Oh no, it's not. I thought it was a chest. But yeah, like anything you notice in the regular world, you have to come over here and light them here. And vice versa. Actually, believe it or not, guys, these caves had me stumped. I did not know what I needed to do here. I had a friend of mine that I was like streaming this on Discord, and they were like, says, dude, how am I supposed to get past all this? He never, I don't think he did it at the time, so he's like, I don't know. So he was trying to, like, both of us were trying to figure it out. I want to say that I actually did. I got it. It was impressive, because I was thinking to myself, you know, where were these days where, like, you actually had to figure this out on your own? I did tell him, I don't want to consult the guide. I'm not going to the internet. We're not doing any of that. I want to figure this out because, you know, in Destiny 1, you had to figure stuff out because nobody had a clear-cut guide to all this. You just had to figure it out. So I told him I want to do it, so that's what we did. He didn't do anything. I sat here, hit my head a couple times against the wall. Eventually I got it, and I was actually really happy when I got it. So yeah. And I still believe that that should be the case for certain things. Just now that the time that we live in, guys, it makes it a lot harder to do something like that. Unless you're like me and you just purposely go out of your way to not consult the internet for things. Then you can keep the spirit of adventure alive. I don't know, do you guys actually do that? Do you guys like try to consult guides online for everything? Or do you guys try to challenge yourself by not doing any of that? Because I'm genuinely curious about something like that. I'm also the same type of person that will constantly bash my head against the wall to overcome a challenge as well, as you guys probably have seen more than once. And believe it or not, when I was talking with this newly wedded couple, that they actually stream too. I've actually probably mentioned their name a couple times. Grimy and Gamey is their name of their Twitch channel now. But they started getting back into Destiny 2, and they're like, "Hey, Tech, you play Destiny 2 a lot, don't you?" And I said, "Yeah, I have about. Actually, now if I mix both Steam and PlayStation, I have over 3,000 hours in this game." "Yeah, why do you ask?" It's like, "No, we were thinking about Miss Trixie and I. We were thinking about getting back in, and I was kind of wondering if maybe you want to do a co-op stream with us." I said, "Dude, that'd be awesome. You'll just have to let me know the time and date, and I'd be down for it." Unfortunately, they're on Thursday. They stream this on Thursday every now and then, and unfortunately, I don't stream Thursday, so kind of put a damper on it. But at the very least, on their stream, on their channel, I still hop on, and they've officially marked me as their Sherpa, basically someone who knows the game well enough to guide you through. And they're actually playing the Witch Queen campaign. Based off of my recommendation, I said, honestly, if you're going to play an expansion or DLC for this game, I'm going to keep doing this. Witch Queen all the way, make it your first one. Because Light Beyond, Shadow Keep, all of those, they're pretty much not even here anymore. The only things that are left from all of the old stuff are mainly either the weapons, which most if not all of them are sunset, but mostly it's going to be the strike missions. The strike missions are still in circulation, so you will see them from time to time. Plus, with the timeline that Bungie has updated, you get the chance to kind of play some of the levels from the older stuff. Shadowkeep gives you an opportunity, guys, to fight Dominus Gaul, just not in its full effect. There's a lot that's taken away from it, so it is what it is. I just wish that we had the opportunity to replay that entirety of that, because honestly, that was a good story. The vanilla Destiny 2 story was good in my opinion, but this game has obviously been changed to such a degree that this is no longer the same game. That's why you hear us say vanilla Destiny 2 and Destiny 2. Because honestly, there is so much that is different between them that they're two separate games at this point. Alright. Let's see. What do we got here? Alright, heavy weapon. Let me see what I'm looking at here for heavy weapon. Because I want something that maybe is going to be different. Hits a little bit harder, and hopefully allows us to kind of dash a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I should have some stasis swords. Should have them. If they're not on my characters, they're probably on my characters. Yeah, they are. Alright, so we do have Cold Comfort. Cold Comfort's pretty good. Tracking and Chill Clip is actually not bad. Good combo. Yeah, otherwise these two would be the ones. Huh. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's rock with what we got. You know? But yeah, so on Thursdays, and now I go streaming. Well, I don't go streaming. They go streaming, and I join them, so that way I can help them throughout the campaign. But I was actually thinking, maybe for this Thursday, I make an exception, and I go ahead and stream that Thursday. It'll be a surprise stream. I was thinking about doing that. Can I get you to stop? Thank you, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about doing it so that way you guys can see what I am, what I'm working with. Let's just heal. And kind of like show you guys what their experience is like in Destiny 2. Alright, yep, I do know what this is about. So we go in here, guys, and we actually have to kill enemies, and there's a certain enemy that will drop a specific item. We definitely need to collect about 10 stacks of the debuff or buff that they're talking about here.
go. You guys. Beautiful. Those are the people we're looking for. Alright. Nice. Get wrecked. Did the other one just like disappear? Yeah, it just yeeted itself, didn't it? That's fine. I'm not disappointed at that. I was just it's something. There we go. So we are good now. We can get the heck out of here. We're gonna go ahead and try to worm our way around here the long way. Perfect. Yep. Perfect. Nice, there we go. And we did cover ourselves here, so that's actually really nice. Woo. Yeah, you can stop moving, buddy. Perfect. Alright, so for now, we can go ahead and hunt down the other guy right over there. This side has always gotten me, too. Nice, there we go. Alright, let's get this back. Get the pipsqueak over there. Get wrecked. Alright, so because we got that, yep. Ooh, let's go, dude. Yeah. Nice try. Come on. Oops. Boom. Nice. Alright, so because we do technically have this, we can actually start doing damage to him. Always at the last second. Is he just full of crits? Dude's full of crit spots. What the heck? I never thought he was full of crit spots. Oh, apparently I'm just hitting all the wrong spots. That's what it is. Of course. Alright. Wow, dude. You're really doing this, huh? Alright. We just go ahead and do this. We run for a little bit. Gotta recover. We don't want to get caught like this. That's good. See there? You can use the ice as protection. Ideally, that's what you want to do. You can go away. You can go away too. Okay. Alright, you know what? Here, have this. If I'm going to be held back, you can have that. Alright. Oh my gosh, dude. These guys don't know when to stop making these. Yep, hold that back. Boom, take that. Dude. Okay. Nice. You can go away. You know what? That's fine. I'm not gonna do that. Where is he? This dude's crazy. Hello? When are these being created? Dude, stop. Stop throwing these out there. You know what? There. Take that. There you go. I'm getting sick and tired of this. Nice try. Psych. Well, I ran out of that. That's cool.
I mean, this is actually weird. I've never actually had this where it lasted this long. I'm just gonna let you guys know that now. That's pretty easy. I can deal with the stomp. I don't want to take a face full of that. That's for certain. Yep, we could take that. Yeah, get wrecked. Woohoo! Get wrecked. One life, man. For him to get reborn. Don't you love this, guys? Pickerel's like, I'm not letting anyone die here. They're coming back. Look at that. There's his dead body over there, guys. And look at this. He's here. And he got 64 points of damage. Dude, it's just cheating at this point. He's defied the laws. Yep, I almost got lost there. These rocks, man, these rocks actually have some like weight to them. If you ever played this particular mission, I've almost got yeeted off of a cliff because of these rocks. What's this here? Ooh. Ooh, I've never actually been over here. Okay, I was gonna say. Like, am I gonna die here? Is this how my fate is gonna be set? Alright, so typically how I do this, I actually do this with an eager edge sword. Because an eager edge sword does a really good job at being able to get yourself from place to place. We're supposed to be over there. I don't know how I'm going to actually do this, but we're supposed to be over there. I don't care if I die. This is now just purely experimenting. Come on! Yes! Woo! Can't believe we actually made it. What the heck was that, man? Dude, freaking made it. Wow, okay, sure. Yep, we're just gonna drop down here. Oh, I hate that. Yep. Swell, I totally forgot about the screams. Totally forgot about the screams. I hate those monsters, along with the moths. The moths in this game suck. They really do. If there is anything in a game that has so much accuracy, it's the freaking moths. Alright, so this here is going to always be an interesting time because now I gotta decide whether or not I want to stick with this weapon. Because we have to do enough damage, clear the area, do some exploration, stuff like that. Or we gotta clear the area within 2 minutes. I hate that. Like, a lot of this has to be done within 2 minutes. Run activated. Two of them activated. Let's see. What goes after 2, you might ask? Well, I would say 3, but I have to find it. 3. Up. By the way, that door opening elsewhere is technically still a door that's opened elsewhere, but the opening is actually in the other room. It's in the other dimension, basically, the mirror dimension. So we actually do have to go through here, through this vestibule. Alright, so we're gonna have to do quite a bit of damage. We have 2 minutes. I managed to do a lot of damage here. Dude, quit! Go away! There we go. Alright, so we need to do this now. Yep. Look at that. It's the minefield. Fuck me, man. There it is. That's where we needed to go. But yeah, like this area is no joke. This area is no joke. All right. I know what I need to do now. Technically, I could just open this, right? Yeah, I can just open it. I don't even need to do this. Typically, you want to do this, I think, for like some extra goodies, but this is what I know. Because I did a lot of exploration and had to figure this out on my own. But after I was done with it, I was like, dude, I actually like this. I like the challenge that it gave. I like the puzzles I had to go through. I like the fact that there's a healthy time crunch to all this. And that you actually kind of have to be somewhat good at the game. Like, you have to know how much damage you should be outputting. And even more. So yeah. So I think it's really cool to have this as a challenge. Have this, everyone. Oh my gosh, dude, this shield. Alright, so he's gonna leave. There we go. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Dude, can we fucking jump, bro? Stupid game. Quit climbing, man. I want you to jump. If I wanted you to climb, I would do that. I guess I'm just dumb. Okay, I was dumb at that moment. Yep, that can go away. Oh my gosh, dude, these... Where? Yep, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take full advantage of this now. And, huh. Okay. Whew. Okay. So this is our break. Technically, we were supposed to pop some stuff there and then come back here. But we do need to at least be out here. So if you noticed, we have a couple of these briars. The plates right here, and we had another one over there. So we need to actually light those up in the mirror dimension. This is the thing that almost killed me, by the way. Yeah, you deserve that, Acolyte. Just saying. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way. Woo. There we go. Just gonna do this right here for some quick kills. We get 2 whole minutes, by the way, of finding what we need and lighting them up. Stuck me. Man, this game is full of perfections. Just all utter perfection. Alright, so we need to look down, possibly. So I did see one. Because if we got it, it would have said that there's something that has changed. Like something has unlocked or something like that. Got a whole nother minute, that's fine. We can look for it. Got plenty of time. And this actually feels pretty empty. Once you clear out all the enemies. Alright, so we do have 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and dip out of here. And then we will go back in to find the rest of them. Alright. Open this bad boy up. And we jump back out and jump back in. There is no cooldown for the timer. So I like this. Plenty of time. Done. Okay. Alright, so basket, a briar, or something to light the fire. Where could you possibly be? I know what we do need is going to be over there. So one should be over here. The other one should be in the other area. Looking around here because we'll see it. It's going to be like a little basket that you can light up. There should be one around here. I just don't think it's here. Question mark. Yeah. But yeah. Not worrying just yet. Okay. One. Oh. Huh. Yeah, let's look over here. Okay, door does not open, that's fine. We actually may be missing one from this realm. That's probably why. Let's check. So there's one, two has been lit up, so we need to find one more. It's always fun to know that there's actually, like, it doesn't have the concept of a bottom. But you know that there's a bottom there because of where these come from. Like, something has to be down there.
Yep. This one is like hidden. I almost want to say it's hidden in plain sight. Oh, don't you dare. Do not even try that with me. That is not a funny joke, game. Don't push me off like that. Okay. Okie dokie. Something is not here. Kinda need it to be here in order for this to work. Let's go back. We'll go in and out, and then we'll go. We'll do a thorough check. Because honestly, the other one should be around here. It should be here. Because as you can see, you have that one there, and you have that one there. This one's been lit up. This one's been lit up. But we have to go find the equivalent of this, like, cave or something. Which, as you can see over there, does not actually exist. No cave there, so we have to find something equivalent here. There should be something that we can light up right here. See, guys? Oh, yeah. That's right. Do you hear that, boys? It's the sounds of progress. Booyah, look at that. And we are in. This area is also equally as annoying, by the way, guys. Just gonna do this finisher on you so we can get some iframes out of this. Every part of this exotic quest is basically going to be like, you can't die. Cool. Wanted to fall. I can't shoot it. Because Wizard's not gonna die if I can't shoot the Wizard. You know what? Fine. Here, you guys can have that too. It's a parting gift from me. Compliments. Dude, why am I not... Bro! Oh my gosh, dude. This freaking game, man, wants to get me killed. Why did I choose that? Yeah, you know what? You can have that. Woo! We're at 3 now. Oh, heck yeah. Let's get rid of you. Bro, stop spawning stuff from like nowhere. You guys need to stop existing, man. Great if you guys can. Yes, we got another one of these. Let's try to do some searching here. Let's see. I will say though, like Fikrul as an enemy is utilizing a lot of awoken based areas. It's time for us to finish what we started here. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, no, 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 no. Go away.
Nope. Yeah, get out of here, Revenant Ogre. I hate your guts, man. Yep, anyway. Dude, what the heck? Here, have that. Alright, here we go. Boop, boop. And we're just gonna make sure we disable their defenses. Boom, baby. 37 seconds left. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Timer's still ticking, by the way, so we're gonna have to get out of here. Can I please get out? Please, can I get out? I don't care about the monologue. Get me out of here! You jerks! Oh my gosh, dude. Of course he would. Of course he would. I'm going to die here because this game was like, you're not allowed to teleport out of here. Game, that's what I think of that moment, man. You could have let me escape from the other place, but no, instead you decided to go ahead and screw me over. Of course, because why do I expect anything different from that? You could have allowed me to escape, man. That was some utter BS, bro. I have no remorse for any actions I do on this stream because this is all justified by the bullshit that this game throws at me. So if you see that, just know it's not towards you guys, it's towards the developers in this game because this game sometimes has a lot of that crap. So up it for sure. I don't think this door isn't open, so yeah. Please tell me I don't have to repeat that whole battle because if I do, it's gonna piss me off. Okay, good. I don't have to repeat it, so at least I don't have to worry about that. Ah, right there. Fine. Alright. Well, we're about to take Fickroll and like shove this staff up his butt. That's what we're gonna do. Orastes, trickster. Nice try, guys. You suck it. Oh, I don't care. Throw as much as you want. Throw as much as you want. Yep, I don't care. I'll die. Alright, so we're gonna do this because Araxi needs some type of push. That's the whole shtick with this boss. You kind of actually have to push her up so that way we can actually do the final fight upstairs. Yeah, get wrecked, loser. Dang, man, what the heck is clogging my throat, bro? Oh, it's these abominations. I hate these things. If there's anything that I don't like are the Grims. These Grims are complete jerks. I have no remorse over killing these stupid creatures. Where did you come from, Raider? There's no way you magicked yourself into existence there. I doubt that. Yeah, let's go. Go. Yeah, take that. Yeah, we'll just run this. Screw it, run it. Ah, get wrecked. Wanna come out? Come on. Wow, you ran that entire time, huh? Yeah, look who's the coward now there, bud. Trying to go invisible the whole time? We hunters are the only ones who could be true cowards in the face of battle. You stupid Grims, man. Pissing me off, man. Go away. There we go. Alright, nice. Nice. Let's take this away. There we go. Why the game randomly decides that aiming there is the thing to do? Okay, you know what, bud? There you go. She won't ever see you die. You're stuck behind here. Interesting. Yeah, this is basically like a drag. Like you basically have to just see who can out DPS the other. And eventually you always win, obviously, because you can always come back an infinite amount of times, whereas this only works through the context of like repeating the mission. Otherwise, this boss is very much dead. Mini boss, I should say. Look at that, it's just getting a bunch of damage. Keeps running away, of course. This is the most annoying thing about this boss, is it's like it's way too mobile. So something like linears really don't do that much. When I fought this was like a freaking machine gun and a rocket. Because this boss just does not want to stay in one place, as you can see. Wants to do a lot of damage to you, but just does not actually want to take any of it. Can you please stop? Like, I'm trying to actually be nice about this, and you just want to be a jerk by constantly running. Oh, I managed to hit you. Look at that. Alright, so we're just basically gonna dwindle this boss down. Keeps pooping out the bricks, you know how it goes. Of course. Please. Please stop the moving. Alright, almost done. Okay, you know what? You know, how come I can't do that with any of your grenades, guys? You guys can only do that specifically with my grenades. I do feel like I'm being targeted here, game. I'm being targeted. Scrap that. Cool. that definitely worked in my favor. Just constantly. There we go. Get rid of those. Deserved that. That was well deserved. Get out of here. Alright, so we went from a mini boss straight to the main finale of this story. This is basically the exotic quest, I should say. It's not the story, the exotic quest. But yeah, this is actually like my favorite part about this. Where did my crystal go to? Oh my gosh, this crystal disappeared. I cannot believe that. Fine, we'll grab this. There you go. Okay, so basically what's happening here is we gotta wait it out until we receive the signal. You're gonna know when the signal comes. Trust me. The signal will be here. Man, that guy just like Mr. Presidented a crystal. Bro, can I not do a finisher? Bro, what was that? Oh my gosh, dude. This game, man, has to keep cheating so much. Game has to cheat so hard for its enemies. And yes, I always say that the game cheats when I basically am not good enough. I'm not used to playing this particular exotic quest on the hunter, so yes, until I actually beat it, I will continuously say that they cheat, even though it's really just to skip the shoot. It is something that I've always been grown accustomed to saying. That was a pretty good first one, though, I will say. Nice try. Yeah. Cool. Come on. Thanks, bud. Yep, nope. Make sure that you don't get the chance to do that. Yep, not gonna give you the chance for that. Of course he ran. Nice. Alright, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Alright, so there you go. Prepares for his final attack. This is our signal to go. Just like we did earlier, we have to go through here, go through absolute hell in the throne room to basically get all the pieces we need. Get out of here, pit boss. That's what I said. I said, get out of here. You stupid things. Oh, good. Thanks. Thanks. Come on. Nice. You know what? Actually, you're just ready to be finished. I'll just do that. That way we spawn more of them. Alright, so we got 6 of them. Nice, there we go. Alright, we are out of here. Let's get out. And now, find a place to survive in. Here, how about that? Do you like being frozen? my goodness. Yep. Get out of here. Good thing about this guy, well, we did meet him in the Witch Queen. He's actually super easy to kind of like juke. Not cool to get hit by, but he's easy to juke. Right there, see? That's all you have to do. Oh my gosh, everyone wants to die. Please, stop. Just let me fight this boss, bro. Do you notice I'm not actually trying to kill you guys? That used to be a one-hit kill, by the way, when he was alive. Man, the damage I'm just doing to him is just nasty. Whoop. Get wrecked. Actually, we could wait for this. We could wait this out. Thanks, bud. All right. Yep. All right. Nice try. Ow. Okay. Whoop. Ooh, that was a up and that was kind of a personal one right there. Yeah, we'll take one of those so we can start improving our ability regen. Ooh, is not gonna get. I don't want to get caught by that. Ah, crap. There we go. Let's just keep hitting him. He's gonna just run over here. Nice try. Alright. Just do that. Get the extra hit there. He's getting extra tick damage. Nice try. We'll just do this. Nice try. Woohoo! Yeah. Alright. That's it. Look at that, guys. We beat this. Bring the Hangman Flail to the Tonic Laboratory. That's all we needed. We just needed to beat this guy. And as you can see, he was super easy to actually beat. I just needed to focus. There you go. So now we got that done. Speak to Ikora in the tower. There's Act 2 right there. Okay, so see, we actually just needed to do a little bit more progress. So now we can actually go to Ikora Ray. But first things first, we're going to go ahead and go to the laboratory. Then we're going to go ahead and go to Ikora Ray. And then we're going to figure out if there's a way we can improve this build. Because honestly, I'm having a little bit of trouble with this build. I could tell. Whether it's lack of understanding or not, I'm having a little bit of trouble. Yes, consider me as someone who likes to rage. It's been in my blood since I was 10. Shoot, maybe even younger. 10 is just the earliest. You know, one day I'll make my own. Who knows? Maybe we'll stream. Probably streaming, I don't know, maybe cooking something. I know a couple poor man's meals that I really like. Freaking easy money. Alright. You want this? Here. You can have it. If you want it, it's yours. As long as you have the rupees. Mysterious objects, in addition to defeating the Vector Cabal on the map. This one just, 34 to 76. Actually, are we almost halfway done with the tonics? Discover powerful salvage in the exotic mission Kel's Fall. Interesting. Okay, well we can definitely do some of these missions. Look at this. Already got these done. Now it's time for me to get these done. Technically, we've already finished these, so you can't do very much here, but that means it unlocks these. And we got this as well. Cool. I think that randomizes too. Did you like the fact that it turned into a rooster? You don't have words for me? Well, that's fine. I don't have words for myself either. Turn to laboratory equipment to test the king's punch. Alright. Imbue your tonic with the power of light. Alright. So if you ever were asked in this game, guys, to imbue it with light, it just simply is a way of saying to use it. Void breach, trace, void weaken, throw with everything. Freezing, sure. There, and you know what? Why not? Let's get some feet. Okay. Can I talk to you now? No. Okay, cool. Nice talking to you. Okay, so nothing else we can do here. Which means we got stuff to do. Yeah, these can all go. Alright, Aqua. We're heading for you. At the same time, I can go hit up Xur and see what's up with him. Hopefully he's available. Hopefully he's available. cup, which is nothing more than just whipped cream. Whipped cream in a cup. And yet, someone like me would go crazy over that. I love whipped cream. In a cup? Oh heck yeah. Alright. Cool. Alright. Let's make some progress. Bye, Drifter. Of course. Watch this, guys. Oh man, I could do it. I did it with the warlock one. Hold on, I think I can do this. No, wait, it doesn't work. It doesn't work here. There you go. Kind of. Dang it, man. It did not work. On my warlock, what's interesting about that is when I do that same interaction, and I go like this. So like on the, as you can see down there on the controller, if I go like this, my guy actually starts like rubber banding and starts doing this. Kind of weird.
Hello again.
Well, hello again. So you don't have anything. Yep, already on these. Cool.
Oh,
Actually,
hello again.
yes, you do have something I want. Let's exchange. Because there's nothing better to spend Glimmer on anymore in this game. I will say though, it's definitely nice to be able to spend upgrade materials now to specifically upgrade your stuff. Because before, let's just say it wasn't easy. It was pretty hard to do so. I actually want to try this out again. Alright, can we get up here? So there used to be a way you can get over this. I just need to see if I can find a spot up here. So that is a solid spot. Is it a climbable spot? It's a spot I'm keep hitting myself on. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll make it happen. I'll see if I can find some pitfalls here, some like glitches or ways to get out. Alright, so Aeon Swift. I remember looking at this. This sucked. Synthoceps sucks. Apotheosis sucks. Sir, please. And then Huckleberry and Lord of Wolves. Lord of Wolves is actually good. Woo. What do we have to do this? Oh. Okay, this is okay. This is okay. Not ideally what I want, that's okay. And not enough space. What are we talking about here? Jeez. Okay, 5,000 glimmer from just all those pieces of armor, huh? Nice. Nippers. Let's see if this actually works. Let's see if she talks to us and allows us to progress. I would definitely love to progress in the storyline. Can we beat both?
I'll actually save that when we do defeat the witness in the Excision mission. For now, just note that she says that there are new threats coming up after the witness is gone. That's basically it, no. We'll leave the pocket, so on and so forth. This is what you guys get, by the way, when you start Destiny 2 for the first time. You guys get to choose which subclass you want to be a part of, Solar, Void, or Arc. And the weird thing is, I don't know if this is actually changed. I'll have to do a new save or a new thing. Because the last time I checked, and I did this on my Warlock, it actually, last time I did this, it replaced the gear I had on me for the gear that the game would give me. I did not like that at all. That was quite scary. I did have everything though. I'll just say that. It was there, but it was a very scary moment. By the way, all you have to know about what Ikora said there is just like, oh, basically, yeah, it's so weird. It's so scary how there could be other people there, like other guys. Whatchamacallit? There could be other threats out there, that's what it is. So, skill loss, Kell of Crackers. Skill loss, Kell of Crackers. Mara's third leg. Dude, what is with this? This community is so weird, guys. William Clinkerton. Clinkerton, huh? Is it because you guys are trying to say clankers? Is that what we're trying? We're trying to throw the slurs and the clankers out here? You know that there are ways of doing this. Yeah, there's actually a way you can get up there. If not, you can always go from above and land. Okay, we got Ziggy. Seems somewhat normal. JP1102, that's going to be basically as normal as we can get. Lone Star, cool. CEO of... Ooh. CEO of ETO. Why do I even bother? Why do I even bother? You guys see it first. There are some freaky names here. Alright, so let's take Delicate Tomb. Gonna give it a 2020 treatment. Thanks, Postmaster. Dragon. Seven Ocean. Dragon. Hold on. That guy saluted me and I was about to throw him a tombstone. You, on the other hand, you crazy psychopath, you get this. Here, you get 2. How about 3? Oh, how about 4? You know, let's just, I'll keep it going. Just kidding. Yeah, you get those. Because Shaxx is just crazy like that. Alright. Rahul, let's find out what we have, and do not be a jerk about this, please. You have anything that needs upgrading?
Yeah, the chess piece. Got it. Anything here that we used that needs to be upgraded? Yes. Oh? Actually, we could probably just go with that. Trust me, guys, it may look like I'm tired, but I'm not. The yawning is just because I don't really breathe a lot. I should be breathing a lot more, but I just don't. I sometimes forget about it. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. That's unfortunate. Alright, 34. So if we get this up, that means I should be at 2035. Okay. This could be useful to us. This could be useful to us, but at the same time, I'm not sure. Whisper of Chill, I don't know. I don't know if that's working for us. Defeating targets while you have Frost Armor has a chance to create Stasis Shards. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna switch this out. I don't think this is working out for us. I mean, Hedron's actually been proven to be pretty useful as a skill. Let's try this one. Because this one, I remember Whisper of Fractures, what it used to do is that when you kill, I guess, with your melee, you can get your melee energy back quicker by picking up shards. That's what I remember. What it ended up being was something completely different. Oh no, that's this one. Okay, so Fractures then did something else. Okay, so it did something else. You know what? I might want to just test this out instead. Yeah, I might want to test that out. And if it doesn't work out, like if it works out for me, I might want to try something else. Get away from this. We could honestly legitimately get rid of this and then put this in place. So that basically covers all of our needs. Because getting a melee back is super easy to do with this. You just use Gambler's Dodge and that's it. Gambler's Dodge just guarantees that you get one back if it's near enemies. In fact, you know what? That is something I'm thinking about doing. Let's commit to it. We're gonna commit, boys. Alright, so we got Orb Generation, collect more melee energy from picking up the shards, Grenade Regen, shattering of frozen targets with a melee grants Frost Armor, and Frost Armor gives us more Stasis Shards. And we can reintroduce this back.
fact, we might be able to actually do away with this. Honestly, we could probably do away with that. Let's do a test run with this. Then do a test run and we get rid of that in favor of this. This makes no sense to have, by the way, in the context of this build. It makes no sense. While you have frost armor, melee damage, slows your target. If you're talking about unpowered melee, then I can totally understand this. But if they're talking about, because it just says melee, so melee is broken down into unpowered melee and powered melee. So if they're talking about the unpowered, then we're good. I actually do want to try this. Ideally, most people's crutch when it comes to this build, or when it comes to stasis in general, is going to be this, the Whisperer Shards. This is basically the hunter's main way around getting grenades outside of Whisperer Shards. This allows us to basically gain like 400-600% regeneration. So yeah. Hopefully this will help. Oh my goodness, 20. Well, we might not even have a super event to really worry about it. Probably just do away with even that at all. Well, let's see here. Let's just roll this back for Dynamo. We're gonna roll back for Dynamo. Let's go to a place that's a bit untethered in this area. You know what? I guess we need to go to Saros Harbor. Because we got something here we need to look for anyway. Dang, man. Actually kind of crazy. By any chance, guys, if you do happen to have this game, whether it be on console or PC like I am playing it on right now, you can very much ask to join if you want, and I'd be more than happy to invite you in so that way you can join. I would love to be able to play with other people, especially if you have something like raids, dungeons, and stuff that you want to do. Give this a good try. This area is like kind of like you can't really, you don't worry too much about this area. Nice. Oh yeah. Look at this. Okay, so yeah, we're getting our stuff back. Fairly good. That's a good amount that comes back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I'm also out of ammo, as usual. Oh my gosh, these freaking turrets, man. Yeah, we can actually totally change this. Yeah, look at that, dude. He's 3 from like 1 shot. Okay. We may be able to actually kind of like finagle our way here. Triple 100 may not be the way to go. But we do have frost armor basically always up. Alright, let's go for some comfort here then. That is actually good though. That is also good as well.
about 3 minutes, we'll have an ad run. I hope you guys are okay with that because we do typically have ads running on this channel. Through Twitch, of course. YouTube, you guys are like free and clear of all that. Since I am not yet at that point where I can go for partnership on that. Think about 2 orbs, I think, to drop. It can't be. Nothing can be done on one. It can be done on the other. Let's look here. So, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. So when we are near, we go ahead. Yeah. So when we're near, we get Dynamo to proc. So we're gonna shorten the super regeneration cooldown time. Then we pick up an orb, shortens the cooldown time by increasing the level by 3 tiers. So we'll be at tier 5 or 50. Then Harmonic Siphon will give us there from our ability kills, from our weapons, I should say, weapon kills. Okay, if we do this, then this gives us another slot here. We could double down on heavy-handed. That would add. Let's see how many of these we actually have. We don't have any other surges, so other than this surge, or other than this consumer mod, we should get away with it. The weird thing about this is that technically we don't really have a cooldown time. Dang, dude. Yeah, look at this. So all of them do find their way out. Full crap, dude. Come on, let's go. In we go. See if we wait. Then, that's just what it is. Oh my freaking god, dude. Yep. Okay, that's fair. That is so fair. This is like a, this is an activity outside of like mission, so it's fine. If I could just aim, please. Okay. You tell me this thing doesn't even move unless I actually touch it. Interesting. So armor charges. Yeah, basically our melee is up all the time. So if that's the case and our melee is up all the time, okay, then what do I sacrifice to get this? At this point now, we might actually want this. That's all I'm saying here. Back here. Well, Grim Harvest is equipped. Picking up stasis shards to extract the offer. Okay. So we are getting them then. So we really don't need this then. Because we're already getting frost armor from picking them up. So okay, so Whisper of Fractures is useful then if we don't have Grim Harvest. So if we have Shattered Eye or Winter Shroud, then it would be super useful. But because we don't, we have Grim Harvest, and Grim Harvest does not give us any additional benefits when it comes to, well, it doesn't, this Whisper of Fractures doesn't give us additional benefits. So we're gonna have to just replace that. Let's just do that. Try it again. Nice. I'll let him take care of that. Oh yeah, look at this, man. Yeah, just look at that, dude. Dang, dude. So I see what he's doing here. I actually put the damper here because I'm not able to test my build out because he keeps flooding the places with those. We are getting a lot of these shards. That's what we want. And if we actually replace one of the mods, instead of like the super regeneration one, we had just replaced it with the melee to generate super energy. This would be way too easy. Way too easy. I might actually think about doing that. Because like Dynamo's okay. If you're really close to enemies, it's good. But if you're doing something like Grandmaster Nightfalls and stuff like that, it's not like Dynamo would be a blessing to have. And the other ones, not so much. Alright, so we got Bolt Charge ready, but what are we going to use that on? Surely not going to be 63,000, dude. What is this, man? What kind of numbers are these? Alright, done. Grab those. Nice. There you go. Sweet. Basically, this just gives me free orbs at that point. Nice. Okay. We can get that regeneration going. Because honestly, that regeneration is going to be really nice. So we definitely need to rely on that. And I'm noticing that we're not really worrying too much about our melee. Because our melee basically just comes back as long as we're able to drop enough.
could do actually to replace. Actually, yeah, we could do something here. Let's see. Actually, we don't even have the thing. Yeah, we don't have the thing. I was gonna say, if we had this, we could offset it then with something else. So that means our grenade is just coming back. This is just that good. I know exactly the build he has. Alright, fine. Alright, let's just do this. Screw it. Screw it, we're gonna just do this. We got two. Let's go. Here, you can have that. Nice. Just dying inside. Just imagine that, man. You don't even know that that everything, that crystals are just outside your den. You don't even know it. It's just there, waiting for you. Dang, that poor guy just like, I'm pretty sure he did not see that coming. Okay. Give me ability regeneration. Alright, we're just gonna do that now. Break that. Don't need that. Never mind, we're not doing that. Shatter everything. Yeah, dude, look at this, man. We're just basically profiting from melee energy. Yeah, I see what this warlock is doing. The warlock that's here too, he's basically playing into geomags. That's basically how he's getting it so quickly. Playing into geomags, using a trace rifle. His trace rifle right now, in this particular season, is doing really good. Psych. Psych. Get wrecked. Cool. There we go. Alright, so this actually isn't too bad. I can see some loops here for sure. And it's nice to get the shards. The shards basically give us a good amount back. So then it can help save us from using our dodges more often. We can actually lessen the amount of dodges we get. Go. There you go. Just so you know. This is actually a pretty good example here. This is like where you can do like a total shutdown of all of the abilities. There you go.
See right there? You could do a total shutdown here. Alright. You can stop that. And to be fair, where he places everything here, this Warlock places everything, I mean, it is something I would do. I'd place it right there in front too. Okay. Yep. Pretty good amount. Nice. Nice. Still can't believe that would be able to come at us like that. Yeah, dude. No, I can totally see how we should totally be taking advantage here. Should totally be taking advantage of like the hands-on. Look at that, guys. Holy crap, dude. Now we get to profit from our super, which is going in the opposite direction. Who needs a super when you could just have your weapons and your loot? Who says we need all that? In fact, who needs to attack at all when you just have the ability to do this? Just wait it out. Oh, nice. Hey, look at that. We're almost at full. Go. Get wrecked. Look at that, dude. We actually were like popping off pretty good. I like that. I think what we now need to do is basically just test this in a strike environment. Not necessarily here, although here I always consider it a really good baseline. Just because with Sorrow's Harbor, as you can see, we have different ways of testing it out in different situations. So I think this is a pretty good way to test this out. Let's just go ahead and do away with that. Although that could actually be a really good choice too, because Wicked Implement, if you can manage to get the kills with it and get like all of the like frostings, you're in the money, man. Like that's free melee energy for you. Oh, that's the easiest one. Look at that. Collect. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna just stay on for a little bit longer, guys. I think I'm feeling the little bit longer vibe. Let's at least start this here. We're gonna start the battleground mission. This is.
Battleground Delve.
Shoot? Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what this game's about. It's about shooting and looting. Bows and arrows, I'll tell you this. Bows and arrows are a pretty good weapon choice in this game. There's quite literally, there's different builds you can make with it. There are different ways you can utilize a bow. I actually have, I kid you not, I have a stasis build with my warlock in this game that utilizes both arc and stasis together through an armor piece. It's a pretty cool armor piece, and it has a nice little cool gimmick to it that basically allows you to freeze everything around you, shock, like jolt everything around you so you're shocking them, and you just get a whole bunch of kills and get like the overshield to give you a bunch of overshields. Like, it's really cool. So with Battleground Delve, what we have to do now is just simply wait. We gotta wait for stuff to come in, like for the rest of the guys to come in. So once we get more people in, then it's all about fighting. I'm gonna see if this actually works, because something about Battlegrounds is different. So Battlegrounds is pretty much a escalating curve. It basically gets harder and harder. So yeah, gonna see what we can do. So Wicked Implement will have to be our go-to at this point, if it gets a little too dicey. Although, this isn't bad either. And we're getting some good kills with this too. Oh, duh. Yep, we're just like, screw this. We're not even focusing on enemies anymore. Like, screw the enemy, man. We're going straight for the boss. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, let's go, baby! Okay, backwards jumping. I have to love that. I'll let him have some fun there. And get wrecked. You know what? This is actually a pretty risky move. Should we even just get rid of both, like one of these, in favor for hands-on? Because hands-on, we're doing a lot of that right now. So hands-on just gives us energy like crazy. This would be interesting because Dynamo's always good if you want to stretch your class ability. I always recommend trying to see what you can do with your class ability, whether it's Healing Rift, a Barricade, or in our case, dodging. Simply because there is so much you can add to it that just makes your rolls so much more effective. Okay, your teleportation sucks butt. Get it. Yeah, that's right. And if you see what I just did there, the orb that just popped, that's as a result of, that's basically a result of the whole using my dodge. Look at that, we're just shattering everything, dude. Yeah, get wrecked, man. Dude, what the heck, bro? We're basically just keeping this up. I love this. Okay, I'm actually starting to feel this a little bit more. I just have to make sure we can get this down. Yeah, just take that. Same thing with finishers. I recommend like trying to make use of your finishers as much as possible. Just because making use of your finishers is a really good thing. There are different ways you can survive using that. Nice. Okay, so that's just basically telling me that there's a lot of these crystals. Oh dang. And then having Dynamo right there just helped. Dang man, it is hard to tell what you should and shouldn't get rid of for very specific reasons. Like that was a good reason why not getting rid of Dynamo is actually a good idea. Or for other things, it's like, hey, you should get rid of this for this reason. Oh well, now it's like I want hands-on, honestly. And I mean, hands-on basically would take away my ability to generate orbs. Because the Siphon mod is going to help get rid of, or help generate orbs. And it's also the cheapest thing too. But, at the same time, that just simply means, you can't take advantage of something like that. And why not? Let's smash some more. Who's going to go on ahead? I'm just going to wait. For what reason? Who knows? Alright, fine. If you're just gonna do this, that's fine. I'll take this. There you go. Get rid of those. Already got the melee back. There you go. Boom, baby. Oh, let's go. Oh. And the reason why you notice that these are like instantly exploding is because of the area. This area technically had a shield, so when you try to throw something like a crystal here, it'll just instantly break. Unless the area is like progressing. You know what? Let's just do that. That makes it easier. There we go. Nice. Get wrecked. Absolutely get wrecked, everyone. Nice, dude. You were just steamrolling everything. Holy crap. Ah! Can't even tell what to fire at anymore. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Nice. Alright, so we got somebody with Strand, so they're probably either a Prismatic build or a pure Strand build. I doubt that they're probably a pure Strand build at this point. No! We were going to get a chance to kill him. Dang it. There was a chance, man. There was a chance that we were going to actually get the kill on him. Dang it, man. It's actually pretty nice. Ow. I'm just gonna go take the long way around. That definitely hurt. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep going forward. Alright, cool. I do want to let you guys know that when I do my Wednesday stream, this Wednesday, it's going to be a pretty special day for me, so I will be extending the stream for a while on that day specifically. Yeah. So on that day specifically, I will be extending the stream for a while. Then after that, we will be continuing as normal. Well, cool. Ooh, nice try there, bud. Oh man, you just got destroyed by ice, dude. Get wrecked. Okay. Okay. Alright. Nice. Got rid of him very quickly. I like that. Get wrecked. Okay. Ooh, that was a nice headshot there. Alright, cool. Okay, that's cool. Wanna try that again, guys? Yeah, there we go. Good job, guys. Glad you played your roles well. Nice. Sure, we'll just throw that way over there. Yep, we're just gonna clear this arena out of the Vex just in time to have him go down. Oh. This guy hits pretty hard. I'm just gonna say that now. Okay. So we're just gonna have to hit him hard outside of this because of the stupid heartbeats. Stupid heartbeats, man. No, thank you, man. Okay. Nice. Dang, dude, that was a massacre. This was like pure. That was a pure massacre, man. Ooh, ambitious assassin and reverberation. Pugilist and Lone Wolf. That would actually kind of help with melee regeneration. I don't know about bows getting that. Nice. How did we actually do? These guys were pretty cool. We had like one of each guardian. So I'm just gonna say now. 233 kills, not bad at all. Of course, we didn't get any orb counter here, but that's actually really nice that we get so many. And I didn't even die. That's a miracle, man. Spiritual. I usually die, so good to know. Okay. Home equipment. Hydrotail obtained from Battleground Dell. So we need to do this again. Okay. I think this will be for next time though. Next time we do this stream, we're gonna definitely do that. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna go through that again. So, what we are gonna do though. Go through here again. I clearly don't know how to just get there. Ooh, competitive dance? Let's take a look at that. What is this? Oh gosh. You're telling me that the competitive dance is basically like it's basically a 70s dance. It's the 70s dance. Meanwhile, the touchdown dance. Yeah. Jeez. My shuffle plan. Shuffle plan is always out of place. Always thankful for the 5-second rule. But yeah, like it is kind of cool. The Torturous Dance is the JoJo, so if you ever watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that's basically what this is. It's pretty cool. That's all I can really say. But yeah, I think we did pretty good actually. We got Act 1 done. We got Act 1 done. We had Act 3 done, so we completed both of those acts in this stream. It's pretty good actually. Granted, they're not long streams, but it is really cool to see that. Investigate the Aiken neutrino burst found in England's house. What is that? Oh my goodness. What is Europa over here, man? Europa's full of acne, I see. One of the field works. Actually, you know what? Let's look at this before we end the stream. Let's just go ahead and do this. We'll look at this. I did say we was extended a little bit, but yeah. If this happens to be like something that's going to be a little bit more involved, I'll just stop. But if it's not, it's like a quick little thing, then we'll just do the quick little thing. Yeah, we completed Act 1's story, and we completed Act 3's story. A little out of place. But Act 1 and 2 basically go hand in hand with each other. Usually after Act 1, then it's like you're doing redemption. That basically happens. We had exactly maybe one moment that we actually raged at, and that was like pretty much it. Which I have to say, that's pretty good. Usually I do a few moments of raging. Actually, I'm gonna try this. I gotta get these two done. And this one done as well. Oh, they require here all these pieces? Oh, dude.
No problem. I got this covered. You're always pieces, huh? Is that what we're asking for? I got you covered, man. All 771. That's not You're always pieces. Not all 591 of them. I now need to actually. Now I need to get rid of this. Restore those. And we have 2 of these exotics, so we may just go ahead and undo the. Let's go ahead and open those exotic engrams as well. But let's see what we got here. Alright, in a single life, defeat the fallen groups. Defeat fallen in groups of 2 or more with precision final blows in Cadmus Ridge. Oh, this is easy. Okay, wow, that's actually very easy. Yeah, is really the word I have to use here. Alright, so why are these little? Help Ido completes minor field work by satellite dishes in Karen's Crossing on Europa. In addition, complete bounties acquired from barracks on Europa. Really? So these 2 missions, huh? That's impressive. Okay, I did not know about this. Is right. That's what I have questions too, my man. Alright, yep. That's a super easy one. During the Empire Hunt, the warrior defeats Phylax and earn points by defeating combatants with precision final blows. Higher difficulty grants more efficient progress. Yep, we're just gonna do the easy stuff here with finishers. That one's gonna be a little rough. Linear fusion. Alright. Linear fusion with precision. Everything's precision with you, isn't it, Varix? Not exactly what I would consider something I want to do. Tech transponder. While activated, this transponder attracts all salvations and techno squads hunting for golden age tech. Okay. Let's just go ahead and crash right into that. Let's go ahead and see if we could just, I don't know, do some other things here. Yeah. Like this one, the Dark Priestess. Let's go ahead and do the Dark Priestess. We will do her. And nothing more. Because I have degenerate characters that I play as. And I gotta keep a reputation. With these characters, that is. The Buddier Ninja and Green Jewel. Got some very interesting names here. Well, I guess, I don't need to actually fight if there's nothing to fight. Yep. Yeah, someone got the message. I love it. Somebody got the memo. Oh dang, one shot, let's go. Sure, we could do that, I guess. Alright, yeah, so we're in this area. We're technically in the proper area to do this. We do have a lost sector here we can go to as well. Not so invisible, are we? Yeah, not so invisible now.
one of them. That was like our 25 that we had to beat. Okay. Okay. Good thing is at least I'm still getting the rock off for ability regen. So honestly, that's what I was kind of wondering. I actually kind of wondered that for a while. It's like simply just, can I profit off this? Cool. Just grab all of these. That's actually kind of stupid. Should have been able to, okay. Still know what invisible enemies are. If you haven't played Destiny 1, Destiny 1's like invisible enemies were actually kind of hard to see. I'll tell you that now. Now it's my time to shine. The dead of freaking winter. He's never had a chance. Never had the chance. Look at that. We got our frost armor at 4. We have our armor charges maxed out, which means we're getting improved. We're getting, what is it? We're pretty much getting super energy, and our cooldown for our super has gone down pretty good amount. We're getting our melee back by a pretty good amount. Technically right now the melee is up by 3 tiers. So we're from tier 10. Our strength tier has moved up from tier 10 to tier 40. And we moved up from tier 3 to tier 6. So we actually do have pretty good. We have a pretty good setup there. And honestly, I think we are doing pretty good with this. Ooh. 23 might actually be okay. No. 20, 20, 20, 20, and there's not going to be a place for you. 2010. Yep, no place for you. And no place for you. Look at that, guys. We're just basically gaining. We got 3 already. Oh, dang, I just used it. Gee, do I have something lower down? Yes, I do. Alright, so class ability when we use our charged melee. So we have a way to get a maximum of 3 shurikens. Alright. I like that. Okay, how many did we get for this at least? So we have to get at least like what, 2 or more it said. Typically that would be the public event to get that. Just unfortunately, I was also competing with literally everyone else. And when they say get in groups of 2, you have to kill them within a specific amount of time, or else it just doesn't count. Are we really gonna be running? There we go. That should have maybe counted. Let's see if that counted. Now, what I do know is that something here did. Oh, right there. wait, Radiolite specimen. Oh, I got a specimen instead. Wait, that's oh yeah, that's that. Oh, right there. Yep. So we got, see, so it did count. This one counted. So you just need to kill them within like I think a couple of seconds of each other. I want to say like a couple seconds of each other. Go. Ooh, 2 crits. Dang. Just casually critting over here. I'm just gonna do that with you. You just deserve that. Yep, get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, so let's check here again. Nope, gotcha. It is so nice to try to get this. Alright, I think that counted. I want to say that counted. Let's just go in here where the lost sector is real quick. And we're going to check that. Sometimes it is hard to keep track of these missions to try to see if that actually worked. Alright, so crits. Crits is where it's at. So we need to get at least 2 crits. Like 1, and then a couple seconds later, the other one. If they're not right next to each other. Okay. Alright, so let's see where we're at here. We're at 339. Okay, you know what that means, guys? I'm actually just going to go ahead and straight up just go into orbit. We could easily try to get about, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 6 more headshots with this bow to finish that one mission, but I can tell it's going to be a little bit more involved than just simply getting those kills. Especially since anything in Nessus, by the way, is usually just more than one. More than one thing. More than one step. So, alright. We are going to do this here. Alright guys, I do want to just say this. We're going to be ending the stream. Let me just go ahead and just reveal my face. So, thank you guys. Oh, let me see if I can have him over here to, getting burned. Alright, so thank you guys very much for staying by here. Essentially being here for the stream. You guys did jump in pretty quick when I was just in like the starting part of the thing. But then again, I also did join. I did start the stream around the time that I promised. So I'm going to try to do that more. But I'm just going to let you know now. Probably not going to be that easy to do. Stuff happens in my life, seems pretty often. And until I can get my own place, guys, and be able to essentially be on my own, I think that's going to be a little bit harder for me to try to get that promised time, though I will work my hardest to do that. I did say that that is a plan. This is the schedule I'm sticking to back in a few streams or so ago, so we're definitely going to stick to this. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for joining the stream, for commenting. For those of you guys who haven't already, if you guys want to, make sure you follow this channel because I do play other games other than Monster Hunter Wilds and Destiny 2. We do play on Tuesdays Elden Ring as well as Wednesday we play something. Wednesday I am considering on doing something different. I am considering on playing a different, like a game I don't usually play. And because of that, that also means that, as I mentioned, Wednesday is a very special day for me. So, because of that, I don't know, maybe I will be on around 10:30 like I have on there, or 10, or whatever the case is. But I will be on, and will most likely be doing a longer stream. We may not be doing a short stream like I usually do, but because Wednesday is going to be a special day for me, I may just go ahead and make that either a 3 or 4 hour stream. Just might. But we are definitely going to be looking into playing possibly other games on Sunday, even though Sunday's my slotted day for Monster Hunter Wilds. We may be doing something different. I don't know. Kind of depends. But I will be kind of changing it up on Sundays once we reach the goal. For those of you who don't know, the goal that we have here on this channel is to get to 100 subs by July 8th. If we can beat the record before July 8th, I will continue to have it up until that time. But if we can get to the 100 subs before then whoever lands on that, whoever makes the sub donation, and that donation reaches the 100 sub goal, then that simply means that that person's going to be able to tell me, hey Tech, I want you to see if you can play this game. And if it's a game that I can actually download, like buy and download, if I don't have it, then I will buy it and download it. And then we'll be streaming that on Sundays, as well as maybe other days of the week. If by any chance it's a game I already own, then I will simply download it if I don't have it downloaded, and we'll start playing that. There are games that I do need to get back to that I have streamed on this channel, such as Borderlands 1. I know I've played other games as well, so we're definitely going to be hopping into some of those other games and playing them too. But Borderlands 1, I definitely want to get that done. I do love that game quite a bit, and I love hopping in people's streams that play that game because then I can kind of help them out. Borderlands 2, I would love to also hop in and play as well because that game is super fun. And what's really fun about that game is the fact that you can mod weapons. Like you can actually, through other means, other legal means, mod your save files and whatnot to get what you want. But I haven't done that for many years. Same thing with Borderlands 1. I have not touched some of the programs used for that in a very long time, because a lot of this was done when I was on the PlayStation 3, and that was super fun back then. But we'll definitely see. And of course, with Elden Ring, we're now officially in the DLC, so tomorrow, or I guess later today, since it's past midnight. Oh wait, no, tomorrow. Yeah, it's not even past midnight. Yeah, so tomorrow we will be playing some more Elden Ring, and we will be getting now further into the DLC. I am hoping that we could beat the final boss for that DLC, and I will say when that time comes, pray for me, man. Just cheer, pray, whatever you want to do. Please, it's going to be rough with that fight, but I am actually genuinely curious to see how much rougher it may or may not be compared to how I fought him, which was pre-nerf. So, yeah. So, again, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for listening to the ramblings that I have. And I will be seeing you all tomorrow in the lands between, actually in the Shadow Realm. Or we'll be seeing you in the Shadow Realm tomorrow. So, thank you again. I'll see you next time. And I disappear. Alright. See you guys later. Bye-bye. See ya. Good night. Good morning. Good day. I have no idea what time it is for you guys, but yep. Have a good one.